Good. All right, the closing bell sounding on this Tuesday, July 14th. It's Bastille Day. Did you know that?
I was unaware of that, actually, and normally I have a big celebration on Bastille Day.
But
I've
not
been
this time
sidetracked.
around. All right, let's talk about the markets.
All right, take a look at the closing levels here. We rally up to the highest levels of the session at the end of the day. The S&P closing up more than 0.5% at 905. Go ahead and round it up to 906. Take a look at the Dow, adding about 30 points to 8360. It was not today, I should point out, the financials leading this rally, even though Goldman Sachs knocked the cover off the ball for, actually, I think the 15th time out of 17 quarters.
Really well yesterday. Remember,
they did really well yesterday. In any case, here you see the NASDAQ gaining as well. Really a focus on tech. Telecom's a big loser as well today, so not being led by tech either, but the NASDAQ up about 1/3% there as well. Now, let's go down. We got through the first big bank report, only dozens to go. What did the market think about it? Chris Validio standing by at the New York Stock Exchange. Chris, financials, as we were just talking about, kind of shrugging off the news here.
Yeah, just shrugging the news off. I mean, Goldman Sachs beating him by a mile, record profit, and yet the market kind of didn't really see anything. Certainly the first of many that we have coming through. The street had priced in a record report, and also there just wasn't much revealed about what to see for the future, and that's something that's certainly key. Now, several traders down here that I talked to today said that they are a little bit concerned that there wasn't market reaction. They said if you get to Friday and you still don't have a lot of market reaction to reports like this that are positive, it's going to be a rough summer from a trading standpoint. So that's certainly something to keep an eye on there. Now, also while we're talking financials, have to mention CIT Group, because CIT Group rebounding today, up as much as 33%, I believe, in the intraday trade. It was the biggest gain that we saw on the S&P 500. The company, this lender, has been trying to persuade the FDIC to back its debt sale. Remember, it has about $1 billion in bonds maturing this or next month, I should say. Today, news that it is talking with regulators. That helped the equity. It pushed down those credit default swaps, and certainly another story that kind of got attention. The other thing, when you think about the session today, just have to mention the economic data, and we've been talking about it a lot, but specifically those retail sales numbers were the ones that got a lot of run here on the floor of the exchange. Why? Because, yes, they did beat estimates for June, but if you take out gasoline, you take out those auto sales, certainly not a pretty picture, and that got a lot of talk down here.
Hey, Chris, you know, we're waiting on earnings. We're waiting on earnings from Yum Brands after the close today. We're also waiting on a big one, Intel, coming out in any moment. Let's talk a little bit about technology, because there were several headlines out from the industry today.
There were, and specifically ones from Dell. The CFO of Dell coming out talking about profit at the computer maker, saying it might fall this quarter because of that squeeze in prices. Furthermore, he said that Dell is focused on improving U.S. liquidity and is reviewing alternative sources of capital. And investors don't necessarily like how that sounds. Shares of Dell, by the way, really falling off. It's actually, they fell the most since December. They stand at their lowest in a few months here. Remember, technology stocks the greatest weighting on the S&P 500.